Good afternoon to our dear panelists. We are here to present Itaco, an outdoor navigation app for visually impaired individuals using artificial neural network and You Only Look Once algorithm. I am Kame Mel Jane, and I will be presenting some part of Chapter 1. Next to me is Dr. Luigi Van. He will be discussing some part of Chapter 1 and Chapter 2. Next to him is Kamau Evan Jade Epiphany. He will be discussing the Chapter 3. As part of the introduction, technology has impacted our lives for the better. As it continuously improving, we find it more convenient and easier to get things done without too much effort to exert. One of the most common applications that technology has brought us is mobile applications, where it is much easier and lighter to bring anytime and anywhere. Even health professionals port their subjects to mobile apps. One of the things that it helps is the assistive technology, which is especially help those persons with disabilities. Assistive technology help them become an independent individual. The statement of the problem, the proponents came across with this problem. How can the proposed application benefit the visually impaired or anyone using it? Since we are aiming to become individuals without being dependent to their companions, the proposed application can help them become independent. They can go anywhere without their companions. And what API can help to develop the Kita, an outdoor navigation app for visually impaired individuals? The API that are being used is Tagalog voice feedback. What are the requirements? As a requirement for this application, the user at least needs a higher megapixels camera and the storage of at least 1 gigabyte. What methods can be used by the developers to measure the functionality? The proponents use the black box testing, which is the user can use the application without peering internal structure. How can artificial neural network can be applied in the proposed application in terms of image processing? And also, You Only Look Once algorithm, how can it be applied in object detection? This study has some significance, which is the user, where they can go out individually without their companions or being accompanied by their relatives, or to the family, which they can work and have some time resting without thinking about those visually impaired individuals. And also to the future developer, they can conduct another study with the same topics, just like ours, and they can pick it as a reference. Next, Mr. Dr. Luigi Van will be discussing the scope and limitations.
Wait. For the scope and limitation, the application is limited to following features. It can tell the location of the one using the application through Nasaan Ako button. Where to ride cross the street, it's up to the user whether he or she's going to touch the button or just say the keyword asking aking patutungan. Then the detect object. Using the application, the user will know if there are obstacle or object in the direction the user will be heading to. For the color detection, this application will tell the user what are the colors this application around him or her through cameras and voice feedback. The application supports zoom in out for the user with the vision so that can read text clearly. This theoretical background discussed the theory related to the algorithm that use the proposed application and also the reasons and usefulness of an Android application for visually impaired individuals when it comes to an outdoor navigation. The proponent used the algorithm and the RANN means artificial neural network and YOLO means you only look once. First, I will discuss the ANN. It is an attempt to simulate the network of neurons that makes up human brains to computer so that it will be able to learn things and make decisions like a human. It has 3 layers. First is the input layer. It's to receive the data or information. Second is the hidden units. It will be able to to transform the input data. And the last is the output. It is the result of the data being input from the input layer that has been processed by the hidden units. And the last will be the YOLO algorithm. It is the network object detection to carry out the detection, the image that divided in S by S. It will predict the possible bounding boxes that will be set as n and level probability of each one of them. This means S by n boxes are calculated. Not all boxes necessary, that why the algorithm process boxes to delete the boxes with minimum probability or less similarity.
So, chapter 3, I will be the one who will discuss. As we can see, we have a 6 button in our application. The first one is Nasaan ako button. If the user tap the Nasaan ako button, the GPS will activate and it will help to know to the user if where exactly his location is. The second is Balakid sa daan button. It will help to know to the user if there's an obstacle in front of him using by a camera. The third one is ang aking patutunguhan button. This we will also use a GPS where can help to the user for his desired location. A destination is. For the fourth one is Babala. In this button, it will send a warning message to the relatives. The fifth one is the kilalanin mo. It will identify the object. Where was the in camera?
When the user is at the shop. When the user is at the shop.
Where the user is at the shop. The last one is the kulayan mo ko. It will detect the color by using a sensor. And all of this button will be used a Tagalog voice feedback. The next one, please. Diagram and user interface. In this phase, In this phrase, the proponent will discuss the diagram and user interface that are relevant to the application. Development model. Data gathering. The proponent and user agree of the scope and application. Analysis. In this phase, the improvement define the requirements of the software and the resources required. Design. In this design phase, the proponent describe the function and operation of the system. Coding. The proponent will be writing the code using the chosen programming language. Testing. In this phase, the proponent tests it either has manually or automatically to detect the different defect. Deployment. In this last phase, where the product can be accessed by the user. Development approach. Top-down approach. Development approach or top-down approach. It is a decision making where plan and strategies are created by one person with a higher position, then disseminate it to the lower level. User interface design. This is the main page of our program where the user can choose an desired button or action. Testing plans. Black box testing. It examine the functionality of the application without pairing the inside structure. PNSB will do the testing. PNSB, when the app is done, PNSB student will be the one who will test the application.
A survey questionnaire, system evaluation. We have conducted a quantitative type of questionnaire for bidder validation, so the advisor and other professionals who can construct a survey questionnaire. As hardware requirements needed in developing the system, the device should be an Android phone. It should be at least have a 512 megabytes for the RAM, and the free memory space is at least 30 megabytes. And the processor is at least dual core. That's all. Thank you.